Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be talking about outsourcing SEO in 2015. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Yeah, good morning, Chad. Welcome to the Brown Bag. I'm really excited to be talking about this topic because I think there are a lot of questions out there, Chad, about how to choose the right outsourced partner. There's a lot of people shopping for white label SEO reseller, and they're wondering what the appropriate strategies are in 2015. And this is an area where the industry really has moved. They say sometimes things don't change that quickly, but if you look at outsourcing SEO in particular and the search engine optimization industry, tracking it as we have for the last 6 or 7 years, 2009 to 2011, it was a big checkpoint in 2013 with the Penguin updates and the Panda updates from Google, which really changed all the strategies around how to outsource SEO. And we want to talk about today what you should be looking for in 2015. But first, a little history. When outsourcing of SEO started, it was definitely focused more on the technical side of a website. You know, we go back to 2010, Chad, it was like sort of a one-time event. A technician could update your website and it was, quote, optimized. Well, as things heated up, link building became the craze, and there was a lot of buzz and a lot of activity around link building because it worked, particularly into 2011 and 2012. We saw a frenzy in outsourcing and mostly focused on how can I acquire links. People were putting comments, some spammy, some good comments. People were out there building low-quality links, even low-quality domains, just for the purpose of linking. Of course, we've always said that's not a great idea given the Google Webmaster Guidelines, but things really changed in 2013 when the algorithm made a very large update and really shifted how you have to approach getting links and building domain authority, and really brought content marketing into the forefront. I think that's what we're going to talk about here, Chad, and what you have to do in 2015 when you look for a partner.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam. And this has changed a little bit, as you said, over the years. And I think in 2015, there are really three things that you need to think about and understand when you're looking at outsourcing SEO. The first one is economies of scale. We talk to a lot of different agencies, and oftentimes what we hear is that they're very good at selling and account management, but they've tried to handle the operations side or actually the deliverable side of things, and it's very difficult. And it's difficult for really three reasons. One, because you need to have expertise, and if your time is spent out selling and account management, some people don't have the time to stay up on the latest trends in terms of what's bringing results. So when you outsource your SEO, you want to make sure that you've got thought leaders, people that are actually very active in the community and understanding what the trends are, which leads into the second point of then that group needs to be able to hire and then train a team of people who can actually do the work for you. And ideally, that team of people can't be jack of all trades. You want to have specialization. Writers aren't good at technical analysis, and people that are good at managing paid search campaigns aren't always good at running a social media campaign. So you want to be able to hire a team of experts that actually has specialization in different areas, and then a training program to make sure you build up those skills. And then, of course, the final thing is then that team needs to be able to project manage and make sure that all of the deliverables, all these nuanced little tactics, Adam, that you talked about, title tags, making sure content's getting on the website, making sure that phone tracking and forms are actually working, all that stuff needs to be delivered with a good project management system so that you can ensure high quality work. So that's economies of scale. The second thing that you really need to do in 2015 in terms of outsourcing your SEO is making sure that the team you're working with is very results oriented. Again, there are a lot of people that, as I often call it, checking the box SEO, which your site is now optimized, but if you don't have good rankings, you don't have traffic, you don't have leads, the likelihood of retaining that client over the long run is very low. So you want to make sure that your team is looking at and has a very good handle on, is the campaign performing, and usually when you're talking about SEO, you want to make sure that it starts with the rankings, and then of course leads to traffic and leads to leads. So you want to make sure they're very focused on ROI. And then the third thing is also critically important in 2015 is that you're thinking about and understanding how Google is talking about what they're looking for in SEO, and it's very difficult to do good SEO if you aren't thinking about the end user, making sure that the content you're creating is actually valuable to a real audience, not just the search engines. There's always going to be a component where you want to make sure your content and the activities you're doing are optimized so that the search engine gets sort of maximum value out of it, but you can't make the search engine the primary audience. It has to be a real person. So that means blog posts that are actually interesting and insightful. One of the things that we've done at HubShout is we've actually aligned a lot of the content that we create with the news. So we're able to newsjack interesting information, add that to a client's blog, which of course has a much higher value to a potential customer on your website than just recycling the same content over and over again. The point there is that you then want to make sure that content gets shared and launched across, as we call it in our real SEO process, launched across as many different places on the web as possible so that you can earn maximum benefit and increase your likelihood of earning links back to your website, which is going to improve your domain authority and improve your rankings. So those are really the three things that I think are important when you're looking at outsourcing SEO in 2015.
Excellent list, Chad. And as just listening to you cover those, I just realized, just again, as I said at the top of the video, how much the times have changed. Back in 2010, 2011, you could just look for an outsourcing partner who was a link builder and off you went. That's just not how things are in 2015. So if you are interested in shopping for a white label SEO reseller program, you really need to be looking for a partner who understands all those things that you just covered, Chad, that really understands return on investment, that has a focus on results, that is using content marketing and PR, which are rapidly merging with SEO for higher quality content outreach and earning those links the way that they should be, so that they're building equity in your client sites. So excellent topic for today, a very interesting thing for our SEO reseller community, and I appreciate everyone joining us. We'd ask you to go ahead and hit subscribe because we'd love to see you back tomorrow for another fascinating topic.